My first guest grew up on TV in The Facts of Life. Yes. Now she plays the matriarch of a funny and dysfunctional family on the Netflix sitcom, The Upshaws. Please welcome Kim Fields.
It didn't move.
Let me tell y'all, this is what a friend does. Before she kissed me, she held the back of my wig so it wouldn't move.
Listen, I played Regine Hunter, and I approve that concept.
Regine from Living Single.
Yes,
oh
yes,
my gosh.
Yes.
Girl, you are just so loved. You are so loved, Kim.
Thank you, baby.
You know, it's exciting because I did Super Bowl yesterday. What did you do?
I wore white.
Yes.
And goggles, and I was in Arizona, and I supported someone in red.
You did?
I did, no. Girl, I was in the bed, quite honestly.
You were?
I was exhausted, so, I mean, God is good with the blessings of work.
Yes.
But I had to put this thing down.
I know that's right.
So right before I came out here, I directed our first episode of the new season for Upshaws.
Oh!
Yes! So I did that, and the week before that, I directed an episode of That Girl Lele. Then I took the red eye here, and by the time I did The View, I didn't leave.
Okay, so your theme song is "You Better Work." Oh my God.
But I did watch Riri, and I thought she was fiercer than ever. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. But I watched with a smile. Yes.
It was because you said the word fierce, which it leads to Janet Jackson.
Well, now.
Who is also fierce. Now
Yes,
we both love Janet
Absolutely.
for different reasons because she surprised me on my show. Yes. But you guys have even a deeper bond. You have a special bond. So you were recently reunited with Janet.
Yeah.
Talk to me about you and Janet.
So we call that the hug heard round the world.
Okay.
And that was at Essence where I saw you actually.
Yes.
And so Janet and I had been childhood friends. And so, of course, my mother played her mother on Good Times. Yes. And so it was really great to see her. We hadn't seen each other in years, actually.
Yeah.
So it was great to see her.
And just a hug.
And just a hug, and just it's like all the feels come rushing back to you, and it's great.
It's so amazing. Like, I have to tell you this. You wrote a song called, was it Dear Michael?
You know what? I recorded it, but I did not write it. It was actually a remake of a song that Michael did about a fan letter that he received. And the folks at Motown, when he was winning all the Grammys that year, they wanted to kind of recreate that moment. And I happened to be, I think, the only black girl on TV. So they was like, come here.
You sang it. That is the song of my heart, Dear Michael. Oh my gosh. You gotta look it up on YouTube if you want to hear Dear Michael.
Oh my goodness.
But it's so many people like we know. Like Whoopi came, made me cry. She was a guest on my talk show. But she was also a guest on
That was so great. That was so great.
But she was a guest on your talk show too.
Yes, so if everybody's like, what talk show, Kim Fields? So when I was in college at Pepperdine University, I had a talk show that I created in my senior year called Campus Spotlight, Live with Kim Fields. And so my beloved, dear friend Blair Underwood was my very first guest. Jason Bateman, Betty White, Sugar Ray Leonard. And so one day I was driving through this canyon near school, and Whoopi was driving behind me in her Jeep, and I was like, oh, that's Whoopi Goldberg. And so at the end of the canyon, there's a gas station, and she pulled in to get gas, and I was like, oh, I think I need some gas. and so I approached her, and she said yes.
Oh, that's Whoopi for you.
Yeah,
that's Whoopi Goldberg.
Absolutely it is, yeah.
Now, I gotta tell you, I watched, when the Upshaws comes on, I binge watch. I like watch it a whole season in a day.
Thank you.
I was so excited when y'all got renewed because now the last season ended with your husband and your sister in jail.
Yes.
You took your job and you shoved it.
Yes.
What excites you about this new season, Kim?
Well, the episodes drop. Our new batch of episodes drops this Thursday, and I cannot wait for people. Yes, right? And thank you. Thank you. Thank you for how you love us. Thank you. That is no joke in this day and age where, you know, stuff is dropping like flies.
And go, yes.
And so I love the relatability. I love that people can relate. It starts to transcend Black people. And then it's just humanity going through some crap.
Absolutely.
And how you try to navigate that.
Yes.
With humor, you know, Mike and Wanda and Regina Hicks, the first point of entry is always it has to be just blisteringly funny.
Yes.
And that's where your sweet spot is, you know, and if you can't laugh at life, you better find a way. Otherwise, it's gonna just snatch you right on up. So we were really excited about Netflix, loving the show, being the number one comedy on Netflix.
Yes.
So that's very exciting. Every time our new episodes drop, we're always in the first number one comedy or top 5 show of that season. So we're really excited.
I want to give a shout out to Regina Hicks because I did a pilot for a show Regina Hicks wrote and created. So she created and wrote your show, her and Wanda. So Wanda Sykes plays your sister. Mike Epps plays your husband.
Yes.
These are both two stand-up comics.
Oh, yes.
You gotta tell them, because I know they're crazy. What's it like on the set with these two?
You know what's surprising is that, and this was actually the first time I'd worked with either of them.
Really?
And I think the first time that I'd even met them, you know, when I came in for the chemistry session. And what's great is that they don't try to one-up one another.
Right.
You know, as a stand-up, when y'all are all together, y'all just gonna be there 24 hours of who the funniest. And it's like a giggle pissing contest.
That's what it is.
You know?
That's exactly what it is.
Right? And it's like, they don't do that because they've done so much in terms of movies and TV shows. So they get it and they understand how to be professional because they're both executive producers on the show. They're always willing to take one for the team. The day Wanda, hold on. The day Wanda Sykes said, Mike, call me a used Q-tip. What is that? But it's hilarious, you know? And so they'll take one for the team. Y'all are gonna like rewind that and be like, ah! So, but it's just one of those things where they understand that it's a group effort, that it's not, you know, stand up, it's just you.
It is.
A mic and a light. And now, you know, with this, it's Mike with a K-E and all of us.
Well, I love, when I watch it,
That was deep, right?
You too deep for us. We don't know how to handle all of this, Kim Fields. I know I watch the Upshaws, and I just love, it's just dysfunctional, it's messy, but it's sewn together with love. But you got your mouth is a potty mouth on there. Do you, like, is it fun to just let loose on this show?
It is. You know, when I was asked to come in for the chemistry read, I actually was like, I don't know, because I really wasn't checking to do another sitcom.
Right.
I've been blessed, but I wanted to do something different.
Yeah.
That's been my mantra since 2016. What have I not done? What are the uncharted waters?
Okay.
And even though this is a comedy, and you know, people are like, oh, that's too much cussing. First of all, you know you cuss too, so
okay,
stop.
we all
but
do.
Second, but it's not gratuitous. It's not just because we can. It's intentional. And the thing for me is Regina Upshaw is a character I've not yet played.
Yes.
And that's what I really love. And so when you talk about what do I look forward to, I always look forward to everybody on that development ride with her. You know, as a woman in her career, as a wife, I'm just all these elements to her. So that's what I enjoy.
Well, you got elements to you that I didn't even know of.
Come on, segue! Go ahead and talk show host.
Girl.
Talk show host.
I'm trying to keep this talk show. I gotta learn these segues. But but this is true. Like, I did not know until like last year that you had a signature blend of coffees, and it's called
Signature Blends by KF.
Signature Blends by KF. And so, you know, usually people start a business with what they love. You like drinking coffee as a kid, or?
No, well, don't make me sound like that. Didn't you just say we was friends?
I'm trying to keep it. When did you start drinking coffee?
There we go. So as a kid, my coffee memory.
Okay, all right, we got it.
When I was in like 3rd grade, my teacher would drink this hot black coffee out of this tall thermos with the cap that was the cup.
Right.
And she would read Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory to us. Okay. And so it's a sense memory that I kept kind of escaping into like this chocolate factory.
Yeah.
And from there as an adult, mom was like, you might not grow up to be a cute kid who can act, so find a backup plan.
Ooh,
what?
Listen.
Listen. And so I said, well, I want to be an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
But I don't want to just slap my name on something or just license my likeness.
Right.
Coffee is sustainable. It's been almost since the beginning of time and ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
I love being a global citizen as well as a global entrepreneur. We work with 36 countries from around the world with our growers and also tea. So for those of you who are like, I don't do coffee, I do tea. Well, so do we. And so we have a relationship with a wonderful tea company as well. And I love being a part. You all have let me into your homes since I was a child. And so for me to be able to be a part of your day in intimate places with you as part of your coffee and tea, when you wake up, getting through the day, helping you not cuss somebody out, winding down at the end of the day. That's what's magical to me. So that's why I created with Russell and Angela Signature Blends by KF. And not only are we retail online, but we also power Morehouse, Spelman, and the Microsoft campus in Atlanta.
Wow. I'm gonna say this before we gotta go, because she thanked you for letting her come into her home, into your homes as a child and be intimate with you. I swear to God, y'all thought Kim was gonna say, and I'm coming out with a sex toy line because y'all let me be so. You should. That should be your next thing, girl.
Well, you know what?
I'll buy it.
Hey, won't he will?
And won't he will? I have my coffee and my sex toys from Kim Fields.